All right, I'm back again talking about this turf type called fescue in North Texas. As you know, if you're in my area, you know, we've had a crazy fall. I mean, the trees, it is almost December and the trees are just now trying to change. Look at this. Trees just now starting to change and drop their leaves, which, you know, this is almost December. Those leaves should be pretty much all gone right now. But it's been hot. 2 days ago was 87 degrees. Today, I think the high temperature is going to be in the mid 70s. So the thing about turf type tall fescue, when the air temperature is above 75, you know, it changes. The grass stopped growing as much. It almost all germination pretty much stops, and you can start getting some heat type stress, even some dormancy if it starts to get up in the 90s. You know, the grass is just not suited for the hot temperature. It can survive and it'll stay green or something else. It'll stay green, but you know, this new variety of species of grass with the Titan, uh, GLX and a Titan RX. It's a great grass. It's going to survive the heat, but we have to get the grass up and mature. That's going to be the challenge. And it's been a challenge here trying to get this grass up and mature. So I'm going to show you some new grass that I had to plant and I'm going to show you the difference between old and new grass. So let me switch this around and show you some grass that I put out. This is about a week. As you can see, a lot of seeds are just sitting there, but I do have some germination, and that's a mature plant there. So we're trying to get all this to grow up, and it's just been a challenge this year. But it's going. But there are some things that I made some crucial, I'm going to call it mistakes. I got a lot of stuff going on. I showed you that I'm doing a whole remodel inside the house. So some of the time, my time has to be split and I just can't get to everything. And one thing that I want to tell you guys that you need to stay on top of is tenacity. Tenacity is great when you want to establish a fescue lawn or any cool season lawn. Tenacity works wonders. But the problem with tenacity that you're going to come into it's not a one and done application. So the residual on it is only a few weeks. Like I'm going to say 3. They say 6. I say 3, 4 max. You're going to have to reply this monthly, basically, until you get your grass established. And it will prevent a lot of weeds from showing up in your new bed. And that is something I hadn't had a chance to do. And one of the things that I'm dealing with right now is I know poannual is one of the things that you know a lot of people are going to have issues with, but that's going to be in the spring. But right now I have a grass here in my area called rescue grass. Rescue grass, rescue grass. This rescue grass grows up and it's more of a lime green color. And a lot of people's yard is just totally full. It looks like someone planted the grass. So let me show you an example. The lighter color grass that you see there, those are weeds, and that's rescue grass. I didn't have a chance to get this grass, get the tenacity out and keep it out to keep this grass from germinating. So it's germinating along with my fescue seeds, and there's no way to kill it. I have to wait until the next spring or basically the summer because it dies out when it gets cool. So that's horrible, but it's a mistake that I made with the tenacity. I should have had the tenacity out regularly. And if you don't put it out regularly, you're going to get whatever types of weeds out there. I think there's some clover or something that's in there also, or some spurge. So you got to put out the tenacity. You got to stay on it in order to get a good lawn. And unfortunately, I'm going to pay the price for the entire, all the way up until next summer when it starts to die out. So that's all I can do right now. It's just not going to be the greatest lawn looking lawn until after the season change and it gets warmer outside. So I just want to send that information out there for you. You got to stay on the tenacity. And like I said, springtime has always been the best time for me to oversee. Every fall has had its challenges. It's just that, I mean, either it got too cold too quick, stay too hot too long. Uh, the temperature variation was too variant. It get too cool. Its fall is really tricky in my area, so I've always had issues trying to get grass to establish. Let's see, perennial ryegrass established very quickly and easy, but the fescue grass not as quick and easy. So that's one of the things that I have to deal with, along with the fall, is the weed control. I'm just gonna have to deal with it as the grass gets older. I can put some post-emergent uh, weed killers out there, but there's nothing that's gonna take the rescue grass out of the fescue without harming the fescue. So it's a wrap on that. So just want to give you guys a heads up on turf type tall fescue, some of the challenges. Spring might be your best option if you have something similar to what I have. We have had some crazy fall temperatures. It's been hot. It's almost December. Some people got snow and we had 90 degrees temperatures. Anyway, I'll see y'all in the next video.